And we back. Now, a few days ago, I dropped a video where I did Wheel of Salaries, and it was a banger. And I was sitting here, do what I normally do when I drop a video, just read it through the comments. And I saw a comment that have been reoccurring in my videos for the past couple days. And today, I addressed that comment, and it's coming from Christopher. Christopher basically called me out. And today, I'm going to be accepting his challenge. Now, what is that challenge? He says, this is day 10 asking Kenny to do the hardest rebuilding challenge. Can't use Trade Finder and have to make your own trade. But once a team declines your trade, you can't try to do the same trade again. Meaning, you can't keep adding picks in order for them to accept your trade. Christopher, you know the tactics, bro. That's definitely what I do. You can create your own team using random player generator or 2K empty center, yada, 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 to make it harder, which is what I'm going to do. I don't want to use normal rosters here. I wanted to make this as hard as possible. This is actually going to be difficult because, again, y'all know the tactics, man. Once you decline my trade one time, I'm going to continue to offer you similar deals until you accept it. So now every GM is just hanging up the phone after my first trade. We'll see how it goes. So now we have to figure out the tactic to putting together a team. And we're going to be using, well, one of those My Team websites. So this is a website we're using because 2K MT Central has been trashed pretty much all of 2K20. Kind of similar to 2K20. But this is how we're going to do things. We're going to draft the worst possible team. And I don't mean that based on overall. Oh, this is a very good pack here. And I don't mean that strictly based off overalls. I'm going to do my own deduction and determine who's the worst player in every single pack. So ignore the overalls. And I have an example of this. So here's the example. Chandler Parsons has an 88 overall card here. But we know out of the other two players, he is the worst guy in this pack. Obviously, we can't pick Mighty Mouse or Dave the Busher. And Chandler Parsons is worse than Jeremy Lamb and DeAndre Jordan, even though Jeremy Lamb has a lower card. So in this instance, I would have to take Chandler Parsons because, again, he's the worst guy. I mean, he got released the other day. He got waived. So we know he's the worst player. So let's get to the official draft. I'm a bit frightened because, again, if we're picking the worst player all the time, our team is going to be trash, and I got to turn that trash to treasure. So be sure to leave a like on this video. If you're new, subscribe. If 30 to 40% of the people that are here aren't subscribed, and I know you want to, so hit that button. All right, let's get into it. So I haven't really thought about it too far as far as like, what if I have two players that I can't even determine who's better? Do I ask Twitter or what do we do? I don't know. We'll talk about that if we cross that bridge. So right now, the worst player out of this pack, even though Ish Smith has a moments card here, he is undoubtedly worse than Kyrie Irving, Kelly Oubre, and Jamal Murray. So Ish Smith is added to the team because he's like a 72 overall in 2K. Then the worst player out of all of these guys is going to be Semi Ojeleye. Lonnie Walker's actually, starting for the Spurs. They got a W last night. I guess today as I'm recording this video. So Semi Ojeleye, second guy onto the team. Third guy, and he's the only guy here that we can pick, and that is Solomon Hill. And yes, he's trash. And he was in the last video too. Solomon Hill's following me around here. Next, we have Wesley Matthews, Marcus Morris Sr., Nico Melli, and Dwight Howard. We got to go Nico Melli here. Wesley Matthews having a good season. Marcus Morris has got traded, and he's still... And Dwight Howard's good. So we have to go Nico Melli. So far, the team is trash. Then we have Lou Will, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jamal Murray, and Zion Williamson. So regardless, we're getting a good player. But who's the worst out of these four? I guess we have to ask Twitter. Okay, so I go out there and I say, who is the worst player of these four? And I told them, I know it doesn't make sense, but I'm recording the video and they'll understand soon. So we have Lou Will, Zion, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Jamal Murray. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't want people in my comment section to be mad at me. So I'm allow y'all to be mad at each other and not mad with me, okay? So I'm giving it 5 minutes. We're going to sit back, kick our feet up, and wait.
5 minutes later.
Okay, y'all, Twitter has spoken. And they are saying that out of these three players, Spencer Dinwiddie is the worst. And it was close between him and Jamal Murray. Don't come at me, fans. I didn't vote here. It was y'all. It was y'all. And we had 2,300 people vote. So this is a big sample size. It wasn't just a few people voted. Okay, so we're adding Spencer Dinwiddie to the team, even though he's been really good this season. So that's a W for me. I would have been happy with any of those four guys. Next, we have Dennis, Markelle. Dennis is 100% better than Markelle at this point in their careers. Then we have Porzingis, Dylan Brooks, or Chris Dunn. It's going to be Chris Dunn. Dylan Brooks is having an amazing season for his standards. And of course, Porzingis is still really good. Chris Dunn is not bad. He just ain't better than those other two guys. Then we have Thad Young or LaMarcus Aldridge. That's pretty simple. Give me a Chicago Bulls player. Again, then we have Chris Middleton or Iggy. It's gonna have to be Iggy. Y'all know Chris Middleton is 50, 40, 90 club right now? If you ain't woke, wake up. Chris Middleton's killing the game. Okay, I think we're almost done here. We got 3 more rounds. This was almost like the God round. We had Joel Embiid, John Wall, Damian Lillard, but instead we're gonna end up with Maxi Kleber. Wow, that could have been my star. That could have been my star. But so far, Spencer Dinwiddie's our best guy. I ain't even got to look here. I see KZ Okpala. I know he's been doing some good things in the G League. I know he has been. Last round here. Oh, no, not the last round. But we have Tristan Thompson and Jonas Valanciunas. Valanciunas having a good season. He's a better player. So Tristan Thompson onto the team. And this is the last one. And then Steph Curry. Bro, I cannot believe this has happened. We can't pick Stephon Marbury. We can't pick White Chocolate, Antoine Jameson, or Vin Baker. We have a star. Life is great. Life is great. I cannot have ended any better. Okay, so this is the roster we're rolling with. We have a star in Stephen Curry. We have Spencer Dinwiddie, who's going to have some decent trade. Listen, we're going to put together a decent team. Is it going to be decent enough to win a championship? I don't know just yet, but I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to try my hardest. Let me put this team together, and I'll be right back. So our team is ready to be rebuilt. Okay, so y'all know what we have to do in this video. No trade finder. If they decline my trade, it's over with them trade talks and hanging up the phone. So you saw us build this team. Really decent that we got Steph Curry. We ended up with Ian Clark too, just because we needed an extra player, because we got everybody from this list over here, but it wasn't enough. We needed one more player, so Ian Clark just happened to be that guy. It's not like Ian Clark is gonna change this franchise or even get any PT around here, but it's just a guy that we landed on. So the rest of the roster is as you see. One thing we have to do is I want to make Spencer Dinwiddie a shooting guard. I'm gonna do all this right now. Tristan Thompson a power forward, because we want to trade all these pieces, so we need to have them at their tip-top trade value. Chris Dunn, small forward, because that's basically what he playing in real life for the Bulls. KZ, no, KZ's going to stay. So all of that is the same. That's now we can go in and see what our value is. Steph Curry's untradeable for me. He is our piece. We were not trading him. Tristan Thompson's 3.5 star. Spencer Dinwiddie is 3.5 star. Oh my God. Markelle is 3.5 star. Yo, 2.5 star for Chris Dunn. This is gonna be fire. So my plan. This is my plan again. If they decline my trade, it's over with. So I need to go to see what teams are selling or rebuilding, because obviously those are the teams that value your first round picks, your second round picks the most. So it says rebuilding, which is facts. This is a rebuilding video. Let's see who else is out there rebuilding. First team we see is the Bulls. I need to give Steph Curry a running mate. I want his running mate to be like a small forward type guy. And a guy that can maybe play a little bit of defense. Zach LaVine ain't really that for us right now. So nobody else in this team is worth trading for. So we'll keep it moving. Maybe we'll come back to get Tomas Satoransky as a backup point guard. But you saw how many point guards on our roster, so we'll keep it moving. For some reason, the Cavs are buying. Dang, bro, because I kind of wanted to try to trade for Drummond, because I know his trade value is not crazy high. And he's going to be playing with Steph Curry. He just set hard screens and dive to the paint. I mean, we can still try to trade for him. It'll just be a little bit more difficult than originally, because they're buying instead of selling or rebuilding. Another team that's rebuilding is the Grizzlies. They got a lot of young guys. They're not going to trade me Ja or Jaren Jackson Jr. Brandon Clark is a guy we could try to go after. But other than that, not really much. Next team rebuilding is the Hornets. Nah. Next team is the Kings. Okay, we starting to get somewhere. Buddy Hield wouldn't be terrible to have on the team. He's making a lot of... Wait, does his extension kick in this year? I don't even remember. But he's a guy that we can... I think his extension did kick in. Yeah. No, it didn't. He's still making 4. Okay, so that's a guy we could try to trade for. Not that he is going to be Steph Curry's running mate, but he's only making $4 million this year. And they're rebuilding. He could just be our starting shooting guard while we try to get a better small forward. The Knicks, nothing really. Mitchell Robinson is always a guy we can trade for because he's a good center. Vucevic for that team. This team is always rebuilding, and because of that, I'm gonna right off the rip, I'm gonna offer a Jokic trade. I would guess that they will not accept it, but that's what we're here for. We're here to test the waters. All right, I forget their GM's name in real life, so we'll give you Tristan Thompson, who's 3-star value. I'll give you Markelle Fultz, 2 first-round picks, and yes, I said and. Sammy Oza, nope, 1-star value. Again, this is the... Listen, I'll give you a second too. I don't think they're going to accept this, but they are a rebuilding team. Keep that in mind with whatever we do. If I'm trading to a rebuilding team, they said no. I thought they would. I tried to trade for Jokic in basically the last 3 rebuilding videos, and they always say no. So since they said no, I can no longer in this video try to trade for Jokic. I can trade for his teammates. I can trade for anybody else in the league right now except for Jokic. Okay, so let's keep on our journey. I think we were at the Nuggets here. Next team is rebuilding is the Pelicans. They got a lot. Drew Holiday. Interesting guy. Let's try to trade for Drew Holiday right now. I don't know what his trade value is going to be for them, but he is a defending guy that can help Steph Curry, obviously, because Steph Curry's not a great defender. He's only 3-star value. So we will give you Iggy. 1-star value, no big deal. We'll give you Chris Dunn. Nope, that don't work. Okay, we'll give you Iggy. Nico Melli, 1-star value. How do I make this trade work? We will give you Thad Young, 1-star value. What the heck? Nobody wants my bad players. Tristan Thompson higher overall than him. But if we do this deal, we have to be sure that we can replace Tristan Thompson. And I would also give you a 1st-round pick. I don't know if they'd accept this because they already have Zion at power forward. In a second. Trade exception. Okay. So Drew Holiday is the first official trade of the video. He's going to be starting alongside Stephen Curry. I think that's a good match. I think that's a very good match. So next. Oh, yeah. Look at Iggy back in, with the Warriors. So next on my agenda is to probably trade Spencer Dinwiddie for a better small forward. I think we went through every team, and I don't think I saw a small forward that I was in love with, man, which is unfortunate. I mean, we can try to trade for Towns. Let's do it because they're a rebuilding team, but it's going to be similar to the Jokic situation where I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but I'll give you Iggy. I'll give you Markelle Fultz, and I'll give you Maxi Kleber. Oh, I can't. That's not a trade offer. That's not a trade offer. We need to make up 2 roster spots. So give me him and then give me Jalen Noel. I'll give you a 2 first-round picks in the second. Trade exception. He's untouchable. I should have probably figured that. But it was worth a try. Okay, so small forwards. Gallinari is a guy we could trade for, but he's making such big money. We got $40 million in Steph Curry, like $22 million in Drew Holiday. I would love to get like Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre ain't a star, but he would work on this team. He would work on this team. Kelly Oubre, $15 million a year. We will give you Iggy and a 1st and a 2nd. Deal. All right, so 2 trades are done. We're doing this, y'all. We're doing this. The center position is the one that I need to worry about now. So, again, go to see teams that are rebuilding on the, they has a center. Valanciunas, I would rather have a center that can defend, and Mitchell Robinson can do that. I'm going to see Mitchell Robinson's trade value. What is it? Because I don't want to, cut too many things in this video other than the simulation process. We're not trading for him. 3.5-star value. That's not happening. Okay, so what if we go out there and try to trade for a guy that's maybe not on a rebuilding team? What if we can still get a center like Drummond? He's got 4-star value. In order to get Drummond, I think the only way we can is to trade Spencer Dinwiddie. But I don't even know if that would be a good deal for us. Because Spencer Dinwiddie can come onto this team and just be our backup, our 6th man, and just be killing at that role. We still have Markelle Fultz, though. So I can probably trade Markelle Fultz for a better center. Let's see what our options are. So we have guys like Hassan Whiteside, who probably doesn't have a lot of trade value for them because they still have Nurkic on the roster. So let's try to trade for Hassan. Again, he could be just a dive guy for Steph Curry. He's 3.5-star value. We'll give you Thad Young. I don't want to put Markelle in this deal, but I will if Chris Dunn, Thad Young. He's 3.5-star value. It's going to be tough. We still got picks, though. I'll give you 1 first and 1 second. They consider themselves a championship contender, so Hassan Whiteside is off the board. That's tough. Rudy Gobert. You know, his name sometimes pops up in the trade finder. Clint Capella. Relatively cheap player. Is he on a rebuilding team? Like, are they saying the Hawks are rebuilding? They're buying. So it will be a little bit tougher to trade for him, but we'll try our best. He is a good option here. He is definitely a good option. So, again, I like the idea of having Thaddeus Young be our centerpiece of this trade, and I know in real life this is some crazy-ish, but it is what it is. I'm offering him the same exact deal. Yes! Yes! Clint Capella! Okay, we're getting somewhere, y'all. We are getting somewhere. So right now, our power forward position is still lackluster with Maxi Kleber. I would love Maxi Kleber as a backup, but not as my starting power forward. So next, oh man. Next is our power forward position. Do we go tradition? Listen. I don't know if this is the smartest move, but it's a move I'm willing to do for the sake of this video. Okay. So Solomon Hill. This is the trade we throw Markel. Whoa. Okay. Maybe this is not the trade we throw Markel in. I'm just doing it to see how much money I need to make. This is not, again, official offer. An official offer is when they can come in and say no. You know what I'm saying? So I need to make up $25 million if I want DeMar. I don't really want DeMar. I was kind of just seeing what his value was. So who's another guy that I could use off this team? Jakopoto wouldn't be bad because right now we only have 1 center. Do we throw Markel into this deal? He would go in there and be their starting shooting guard. He'll help with their defense for sure. Same situation. Trade exception. LaMarcus. Every time they accept the trade, I feel like I gave up too much. I do. Every time I feel like I gave up too much. Our team is Steph Curry, Drew Holiday, Kelly Oubre, LaMarcus, and Clint Capella. Oh my God. I forgot LaMarcus has been shooting threes recently. That isn't a ridiculous three-point rating for LaMarcus. That I'm just being honest with y'all. But I'll take it because he's on our team. But his shot tendency's low, so it doesn't even matter. Spencer Dinwiddie is still our 6th man, which again I love. I would love to keep him here. I would love to. But I mean, if we had to trade a man away, I'm not against it. You know, hold on. Okay. Let me go through some things again. We can't trade for Karl-Anthony Towns. We tried that. We can't trade for, who else did we try? Jokic, and they said no. I just tried to see if there's a bigger splash out there. You know what I'm saying? Because if I throw LaMarcus Aldridge and Spencer Dinwiddie in a trade together, I could probably get a star. But it's who is that star? He would have to be at the power forward position because we need to replace LaMarcus. And I don't see any of these other guys being like, they're not going to trade me Pascal Siakam. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to trade me Jason Tatum. So we got the, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th best power forward in the game according to 2K. And we'll take that. So our bench, let's work on the bench now because we still have picks. Ish Smith is a perfect backup point guard. I'll keep that there. Shooting guards, again, we're fine with Spencer Dinwiddie being the backup to Drew Holiday. But actually, oh, we need a backup small forward. That's important. But our backups other than small forward. What I was saying actually too is like Drew Holiday's cool. We got him on the team. If we could flip him for something even better, I would. Devin Booker is here. Devin Booker's still out there. We haven't attempted a trade for Devin Booker. So we'll give you Drew Holiday. The numbers match up. They're the same value. We'll give you this 1st round pick. We'll give you Semi Ojeleye in this 2nd. Dang. That's our best offer for Devin Booker. They said no. That's fine. I didn't think they would trade me him. I just thought it was a shot in the dark, and I missed my shot. But that's cool. We don't have many other things to trade. Did I talk about Buddy Hield earlier? I think I did. Not off the table here. I'm just kind of just looking at shooting guards and trying to figure out a guy. But I don't know if he exists. Do we trade Spencer Dinwiddie for Zach LaVine? They're a rebuilding team, y'all. Zach LaVine, Spencer Dinwiddie. Overalls are similar. Trade values kind of similar. We throw y'all that pick. Y'all want Semi Ojeleye? I know y'all want Semi. Nope, they don't. Okay, all right. In this 2nd, trade exception. Beautiful. Come on, man. Who said I'm not the GM? The best GM. Okay. I still want to start Drew Holiday for the defensive aspect of it. But Zach LaVine being a 6th man is crazy. Our bench is cool. We need a backup small forward. Can I find him in free agency? Because that would just be a... Gerald Green. Interesting, but I don't know if it's there. Okay, let's look and see backup small forward. Oh, not trade finder. Roster. Backup small forward is what I'm looking for. Ain't got to be nobody super ridiculous. I just need somebody that can take up some of those minutes. I see Alec Burks here. I don't have any more picks though, right? Yeah, I don't have any more picks. So if I'm trading for a backup small forward, somebody would have to be like, hey, I like Nico Melli, or hey, I like Semi Ojeleye. And usually teams aren't going to say that. So I'll go out there and try to get Alec Burks. But yeah, he's 2-star value. That ain't going to work. Maybe we're good without a backup small forward, because I think Zach LaVine can run backup small forward minutes, can he? Yeah, he can. Or we could just sign Gerald Green. And we might do that. Jamal Crawford. If I make him a small forward. All right, let's throw Jamal Crawford a deal. And if I make him a small forward, I know he's shorter. He's 6'5". So overall goes up to by 1. So our rotation is looking like Steph Curry, Drew Holiday, Kelly Oubre, LaMarcus, Clint Capella. Off the bench, we have Zach LaVine, Maxi Kleber, Jakob Poeltl, Jamal Crawford, and I actually don't need this Smith getting minutes because Drew Holiday can run backup point guard. I think that's our team, y'all. All things considered, good team. So we were a 50-win team, 57-win team. But, yeah, that's not the best in the league, and we'll talk about that. Yusuf Nurkic, 6th man of the year. Nobody from our team. Let's see. We are the Warriors, and Steph Curry averaged 28, 9, and 6. Yeah, we rounding up. He was not 50, 40, 90 because the man could not make just like 2 more free throws. That's annoying. I don't know how Zach LaVine didn't win 6th man of the year, but he didn't. We are the 2 seed in the Western Conference, y'all. The 2 seed. Which is a bit scary that the Lakers team won more games than us. They end up with 67 wins. A whole 10 games better than us. I hope that they get eliminated before we even have to think about going against them. But we weren't the best team in the league because Philly also had a better record than us. But that's fine. All things considered, I'm happy with the way this turned out. Steph Curry averaged, you saw that. Zach LaVine averaged 22 off the bench. LaMarcus averaged 17. He shot 33% from 3, which is... I'll take that from him. So this is where things don't look as great. Drew Holiday only averaged 12 points per game, but we got him there for his defense, not really for his offense firepower. And then we have guys like Kelly Oubre who knocked down his shots. And then, yeah, Clint Capella rebounding the ball. Jamal Crawford, 6 points per game. Let's try to get Jamal Crawford a championship, even though he only shot 38% from the field this year. Not ideal, but it is time for a playoff run, y'all. So we're shortening the rotation. They want to start Jamal Crawford and Zach LaVine. That's no defense, so we're not going to allow that to happen. Kelly Oubre will still start. Sure, Jamal Crawford can get his minutes, and the same thing with Drew Holiday starting, but we'll let Zach LaVine end up with more minutes, you know what I'm saying? So next is, or I guess the first team is the Sacramento Kings. Surprisingly in the playoffs, shout out to them for making it for the first time in a minute. But that don't matter because this Warriors team is here. They take a game, that's fine. They can take one, just one. Don't even let them sniff 2. And then now we're going against the Clippers. We're about to go against like the hardest competition because even when we beat the Clippers, or if we beat the Clippers, we have to face this Lakers team. And if we beat them, we got to face like Milwaukee or Philly or KD and them. So yeah, this is a tough road for this championship this year. I say that. They won game 1. Let's see the box score of that. We ain't got to change nothing just yet. Okay. 1-1. They won 2. There it is. All right, okay. All right, brothers and sisters. This is what we're going to do. We're going to throw Zach LaVine in the starting lineup now. We're going to throw him in the starting lineup. Even though it seems like what we're struggling at is to defend, at least in this game we were. Let's simcast, man, and hope that Zach LaVine in the starting lineup is the answer. Yeah, hey, we're scoring. We are scoring, and there's a W. There's a W. Come on, 2 more of these things. And then we're gonna have to face the Lakers if we can get out of this. So we're staying on the West Coast. They're up by about 10. There's that. The dream is dead, y'all. The dream is dead. Well, considering this is like one of the hardest challenges you can do, 57 wins. Second round exit. Not that terrible. No, it's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I'm actually really sad about that. I'm actually really sad about that. Because again, I think all things considered, we built a pretty decent team. We started off with a team with Steph Curry and a bunch of like just mid-level players. And we ended up with Steph Curry and above mid-average players. Like Zach LaVine's above mid-average. Clint Capella's good. LaMarcus Aldridge's been an all-star 1,000 times in his career. Drew Holiday's a good guy. It just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough for Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. What can I say? Man, let me know if you try this challenge yourself. How did it go? Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, always in the description. Leave a like on the video. I think his name was Christopher. Was it Christopher? Thank you for the challenge, man. All right? Peace.